Hello, hello, are we live? Yes, we are, nice. Where's the button to unmute? Yes, figured it out. Right, we're here tonight for round 3 of ZFS Racing World Series Season 4, Lobby 2. But what have we got in action for tonight? Well, tonight you guys are in for a treat. As usual, it's our 10-minute qualifying and then followed by 35 laps of hard, clean racing at Grand Valley South, an absolutely iconic track of Gran Turismo 7. Let's jump on board with some of the drivers in practice at the moment. Wait, wrong button. Spectate, yes. You'd think with how much commentating I've been doing recently, I would know the buttons for this. However, my 4 brain cells can't figure that out, so it's going to have to do. Wait, one sec, just gotta... Where's it? Right, just let host know that everything's sorted. Got everything running nice and smooth. Right, so it's currently Wooly who's fastest at the moment. They're in Group 4 machinery tonight. Wooly currently fastest in practice with a 1:11.6. Very quick lap. It's a very short track, Grand Valley South, I've noticed. And it's Group 4, so they're going to be good on fuel and good on tyres. So I'm predicting it's going to be a one-stop tonight. Looking at settings, I'm predicting a one-stop. Oh, and he spins! Oh. Well, luckily it's only practice, so the car 69 isn't going to have much of a setback from that, but he was flying that lap. So, let me pull up predictions for tonight then. The main part of ZFS, getting the credits based off these bad boys. Alright, if I can find them, that is. Here we are. Predictions for tonight. It's DJP1 again we're predicting. Where is the man? This man right here is not out on track at the moment, but he's been really, really quick for the past couple races. And we're predicting that that's not going to change anytime soon. No previous best lap times for any of the drivers at this track. This is a first for all these drivers in ZFS racing at Grand Valley South in these machinery. Actually, no, looking at them tyres, their softs are... It might be a 2-stop, actually, yeah. Most likely going to... Yeah, most ZFS races are 2-stops. So I might take back that comment on it being a 1-stop. Clearly, I know absolutely nothing. We're predicting P2 to be... how do I pronounce that? Sweet Ass ZFS 21. Goated username. The Legend 2503. Third time's the charm. The Dutchman right here. In that orange armies. Max Verstappen mobile. Some nice Dutch flags around. That is a very nice looking livery. Very patriotic. What car is this? Oh, it's a Citroen GT, I think. Is that a VGT? Oh, I won't be able to see because it's I'm just spectating, but that is a very peculiar looking car. I'm not sure how I feel with it. It sounds good though. It sounds really good for Group 4. Where's Mr. Cool? Is he out on track? No, he's not. But Mr. Cool, we're predicting P4. And KGM, we're predicting him quite high at P5, the lobby host for tonight. Hasn't really had the best of results if I, coming from a bloke who just sits on his arse the entire time, yaps for an hour, instead of actually driving. I do one series, and even that's subpar. Like P9, P10, still good results, but we're predicting him P5 tonight. Clearly, coming out of the shop. Bu Snipe, he's not ticked in at the moment, but he is in the lobby. Predicting him P6. Very quick driver view, I've noticed. Hopefully we don't have another... Was it round 1? It was either round 1 or round 2. I know that doesn't say much because this is round 3. It was one of the races that we've had. I'll say that. We'll watch Ronald. He seems to be doing quite a long stint. Just got pitted for some new softs in that Bugatti Veyron, I think it is. Yeah, it's a Veyron. Some French fast car. Where are we predicting this bloke? Predicting 13th with the Grand Prix. So perhaps we might see another repeat of last round where, oof, shaves off a 10th from Wheelie's timing. Granted, this is with a lighter car and fresh car tyres. So Ronald showing us how it's done out there. Oh, Ronald's a very quick driver, I think. Oof, what, we shaved another 10th off there. Seems such control over that Bugatti there. One thing I must say about ZFS, if it's not the excellent driving, the excellent leadership, it's got to be the liveries. The liveries here are something else. They're all brilliant. What's this time going to be? 4 tenths quicker than Wheelie. A 1:11.1. Very nice pace, Ronald. Very nice pace. Where was I on predictions? I was 6th. So 7th, we're predicting to be Steve. 8th, we're predicting Gareth. 9th, we're predicting Wheelie 9th, who is setting some quite good pace, but I don't think, yeah, Legend's been on hards. Gareth's on some bloodshot soft after 10 laps. Yeah, I have only been in the lobby for about 15 minutes. This race has been going on. Practice has been going on for over an hour. So the times that you see on the board aren't really representative to the true fastest laps. The leaderboard is, based on who is out at the moment, the leaderboard is how quick they are. But 1:11.1 might not be the fastest lap that anyone's set. We've got hards and softs. Yeah, no one on the medium compound. Not sure if the medium is one of the compounds that they can use today. Might be, might not be. I'm not really sure. So where them bad boys gone? Where was I? Wheelie 9th. 10th, we're predicting KW. 11th, Urban. 12th, Kenobi. 13, Ronald. 14, ST. And 15, Y20. And this is, just noticing, based off the ZFS rating, which is the, like, ELO system that we have here at ZFS. So it's not... It might be. I don't know if the rating fluctuates between rounds or not. We are getting close to the start of qualifying. So let me bring up the lobby thingamajig. Overlay, that's the word. Let me have a butcher's at the Yes, the mediums have been aren't allowed to be used tonight, so it is only the hards and the softs, which is very interesting. So got all the room set up, all and ready for qualifying. All 15 drivers are present for tonight. Got loads of action awaiting us, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Nice. We should pull up something else real quick. So wait for qualifying and everyone waiting for everyone to tick in. Let's have a look at the lobby settings for tonight. I got the wrong stream shut up. Wait, let me test this. No, I've got the wrong one up. Alright. Nice. Oh, DJ's not ticked in yet. I think he might be AFK. Yeah, it's just DJ's. Get the race overlay up. Watch the last bit of practice as we wait for everyone to tick in. Try to get everything up. Test on cables. Yep, they're all working. Nice. Just interesting to see what tyres everyone's going to be starting qualifying on. So again, classic ZFS. We've got a mix of the hard and softs being used. And our predicted first place driver still yet to tick in. Perhaps he's AFK. Perhaps he's on the bog. Didn't think that this would start as soon as it would. Hopefully he can get back to the PlayStation in time, because DJ's wicked fast. It'd be a shame to miss him. And I do believe that he has ticked in now. Yes, he has. DJ has ticked in, and qualifying is about to start. Just have a quick butchers if I can. Everyone's tyres are: Gareth hard, Cambria soft, Legend hard, DJ soft. And qualifying starting. And oh wow, I'm already in here. Nice, this is perfect. We've got qualifying has started. First out is the Legend 2503 on the hard compound tyre. The inside of this car, futuristic this looks like something straight out of, like I was driving the Batmobile tonight. Good look at all the drivers here. Oh god, this is a beautiful track. It's got loads of history. Not that I was alive to witness any of it. And yeah, Bew waiting quite late to come out, making sure. Apologies for that, lads. Yeah, Bew Snipe here, waiting quite a bit to come out, ensuring that clean air, but also could be busting the lap. The Legend, on the other hand, taking the opposite strat, just foot to the floor, get as quick as possible. Ooh, we've got some There's some little bit of scrapping on here. Gareth with those hazards on. So perhaps in the pause menu. Was that Y20? Yeah, Y20 there with that slide there. Able to control it. Alright, let's watch the Legend 2503's first flying lap. Very quick drive on the hard compound. We're going to turn one over this nice bridge into the sand. It's down here, quick left, quick right, nice sweeping corners here. Very fast, taking it over 100 miles an hour. Little dab of the brakes there to come into the. I don't really know the name of this section. I like to call it Barrier Central because I twat the barriers here a lot. Into the tunnel, 41-2 through the second sector. Looking on the hard compound, I reckon he should be looking for 112s. Yeah, mid to low 112 should be good for the hard compounds. Through the final tunnel, onto the back straight. That concludes the lap. And it's down here, this massive straight. Time has he set? He has set a 13.9. A decent lap. Going to be interesting to see if any of these drivers can complete. Ronald on the hard tyre as well. Goes 7 tenths quicker. And we've got our soft runners here. And it's interesting. I may have got confused with hard and softs. My bad. Wheelie with a banging lap there. 1:11.2. Now that is what I signed up for. Look at that. 9 tenths clear of second place. Who's also on the soft tyre. So who is the highest hard runner here? It has a 13.2. It is Gareth at the moment. And then Ronald, these are all hards. And then Y20 with that little slide there. It appears that he rage quit and went back to the pits to restart. He maybe had some damage from that. Might have had an incident that I didn't see on his flyer. Legend, I just noticed. Where is he? 6, that button. Into the 112s on the hard tyres. But maybe my prediction was right. Though currently, as it stands, yeah, the tyre wear for qualifying is very high at the moment. So Woolley coming in earlier than most drivers on the softwood to get that fresh softs on. So you've got a light car, fresh tyres, maximum grip, maximum pace. However, he's come that quite early. Those softs weren't really as dead as you would want them. Because you want to save one on your last lap, excuse me, those tyres to be as fresh as possible. So you've got your light car and you've got your strongest grip and you can just floor it. Perhaps he's planning on pitting on his penultimate lap, doing 2 stops this qualifying. I don't know. I am not driving. Anything could be happening here. So Legend leads the hard runners. Currently, as the grid stands, it would be Wheelie. Oh, never mind. DJ with a nice lap. That's good enough for 3rd. 3 tenths off pole though. Right on the back of Ronald here. Ronald is going to let him past, it seems. Yes, he is. Don't really want to be fighting in qualifying. That's one of the worst things that you can do. Oh! As DJ hits the barrier during his flying lap, that's damaged his car. That's far from ideal. Just pushing a little bit too hard on. That's the thing with Grand Valley. It's such a technical circuit. Push a little bit too hard, get oversteer a bit, end up in the sand, you're dead. DJ going to dart into the pits here, get rid of that damage, get rid of those soft tyres, get onto a fresher set. Yeah, there he is, dives into the pits. So it's still really on pole at the moment. 1:11.2. No one has came close to beating that. Really, another driver. 1:38.2. Oh, that was a pit. Oh yeah, that was his pit stop. Oh, Y20 with a nice lap. 1:12.1. That is a very nice lap for the man who is predicted 15th. Only 12 drivers here out of the 15 that I had on the prediction sheet, so that is going to shuffle the order a bit. And everyone's nice credit bonus, and yep, there it is. Willie's second stop. Very early. His tyres have got next to no deg. He wants them as fresh as possible, it seems. As little deg as possible. Bew with a nice lap as well. Very consistent as well. Yeah, look at lap 4 and lap 3 from Bew. 3 milliseconds between those two laps. For reference, it takes about 70 milliseconds to blink. That is how consistent this man is. But look at that front left tyre. He's going to want that off. Any chance of stealing Woolie's pole position, he should get into the pits sooner rather than later, because the checkered flag is going to fall in just over two laps time. So he's got to get that outlap done. And his flyer. He's got to finish the outlap before that 2-minute timer, before that 10-minute mark. He may have left this a bit too late. It's going to be a push. Going to be praying that these men in blue, the pit stop mechanics, don't goof this up. Yeah, the outlap is going to be about 1:20-ish. So, I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, he's left this too late. Yeah, he's pulled into the pits. He knows he's left this too late. That is Bew out of qualifying. That lap will be the best lap that he manages. Woolie still lines on pole. Let's just go through the order, see what tyres everyone's on. Got Steve just caught out of the pits. He will be able to finish his outlap in time. Yep, as it goes on to the final straight now. We'll get one more qualifying lap. Looking on those fresh tyres with that light car to be able to improve on that 1:12.079. Perhaps take DJ with that 4/10 gap. 4.9. So technically close to 5 tenths. So yeah, he starts his final flying lap here. Y20 looking not to pit. He believes that 1:12.8 is the fastest he would be able to manage. Cambria as well, 1:12.3 on dead tyres. Now that is interesting because, look, again, incredibly consistent times. Two Suzuki Swift drivers, clearly team. Oh, 5. That is why. Oh, massive lag there. What's that lag? I swear, yeah, I saw him in the barrier. That he's not damaged or anything. What on earth happened there? Ronald is the fastest of the hard runners with that 1:12.5. The legend very close behind him, but he is 2 tenths down on his best lap. Unsure if he is going to be able to beat that lap. He's got Gareth, Snood, KJN, and Kenobi. Is he going to improve? No, he's not. Yeah, Kenobi last on the grid. Very interesting grid order. Wheelie puts it on pole. That 1:11.261 that he set on lap 2 of qualifying. His first flying lap was good enough for pole. Look how he's setting that time consistently. Look, 1:11.261, 1:11.317, 1:11.364. Not only is he quick, he's able to replicate that lap again and again and again. And that is what you need to win races. I would not discount Wheelie. Sod the predictions. Wheelie is looking very strong for tonight. Just let KGN know. KGN. Crap, no, that's just eyeing him. KGN. Nice. Right, lobby here as we go over the starting grid for tonight. Wheelie 69 on pole, followed by Big Snipe 094, second position. DJ and Steve take third and fourth position respectively. On the third row is Y20 RKV and Kohi Camria. Onto the hard runners. The fourth row occupies Ronald and the Legend. 9th and 10th, Gareth and Snood. And then it was KJN and Konobi on the back row. I cannot wait for this race. We've got about 45 minutes of wheel-to-wheel action. As I get this set up. Got the lights. Light's gonna come on. Yes. 3, 2, 1. It's lights out and away we go for ZFS Season 4 Round 3. Wheelie leads Bu with not the best start. 2nd to 5th before the first corner. Look at this. 4 wide into turn 1. Oh my days. This is ZFS, everyone. There's Wheelie, who's already pulled an 8/10 gap to Steve in P2. Bu's found his way back into P3. DJ is 4th. Look at this, as there's a battle for P8 there. Was that Snood versus Ronald? Ronald going backwards a bit at the start. Wheelie already got that gap up to a 2nd from Steve. I told you not to count this man out. He's consistently quick. He is looking to be the man to beat tonight. However, that could all change when these hard runners back here come onto the hard tyre. Gareth moving backwards quite a bit. Watch them all come around. DJ with a half-second penalty. The Legend with a half-second penalty. The 1 and 2 for most of the races. Half-second penalties. 1:18.2 first lap for the Wheelie 69. Top 3 already starting to pull away from the rest of the grid. A 1.7 second gap between Bu, Snipe in P3 and DJ in P4. That is going to increase drastically with this half-second penalty. The penalty zone at Grand Valley South, it's not as harsh as many of the tracks. However, it's still on a very noticeable straight. A half-second penalty, you lose about 7/10, I'd say. Yeah, that gap was about a second. It's gone down to it was like 3/10, except DJ is pulling. Yes. So the top 2 quite close. Wheelie already got a 1.4 second gap to Steve. That is that a Corvette? Yeah, that is a Corvette. That Corvette clearly sitting 1:11.4 race pace. Look at the fuel there. Yeah, they've all used quite a bit of fuel. but Woolley definitely the most. Perhaps he's pushing quite a bit more than he would like. This is a 35 lap race. You can't win on lap 1. You got to make it to the end of the race. As Nicky Lauda once said, in order to finish first, you have to first finish. That's the quote that I was looking for. Nice. So DJ with another half-second penalty, and he's spun. He's into the gravel. I mean sand. He's not into the wall. He's not got damage, but that is going to be absolutely horrendous for his race. Down from 4th position to 11th with a half-second penalty. After that penalty is served, DJ, the man who has been so dominant this series so far, will find himself in last position. Wait, can Kenobi have an incident? Yeah, he had a little bit of a slide there. That is going to be absolutely terrible for A credits. Credits first. Finding yourself basically last after crashing qualifying as well, if you remember. DJ not having the best weekend so far. I say weekend, it's Wednesday. Not having the best race week so far. Let's have a look up front. Woolley has pulled. Look at this battle for P2. Boo Snipe versus Steve. Citroen versus Suzuki Swift. Let's go on board with Boo Snipe. If I can, no, wrong camera. That one. H. I can remember that. Yes, this is the camera. We're onto the passenger cam with Boo Snipe. Look at how close he's getting to Steve. He's going to have that slipstream onto the straight. Going to be looking for a move into turn 1. Or not. Look at that gap that Woolley has. Boo looking to work with Steve, it seems. Giving bump draft. Catch up to Woolley 69 in the lead. Not willing to fight very early on. He's playing this smart. A lot smarter than I would. I saw that gap. And I'm thinking, I'm turning my inner Ayrton Senna. And I'm like, fucking send it, lad. Oh, these drivers are a lot smarter than I am. Especially when it comes to racing. They know that the race isn't going to be won on lap 5. If they start fighting, they're going to lose time, and that's going to let Woolley extend that lead. They want for that lead to get down and down and down. But you don't want to be fighting for second. You want to be fighting for third. So he's just going to work with Steve for this race, catch up Woolley, and that gap is already coming down. It was at about look at that. 11.7. Whoa. Yeah, that gap is coming down. It was about 2.5 seconds on the bridge. It's now down to 2 seconds as I was admiring this man's lap times. Yeah, 1:12.2, 1:12.1, and they're both set exactly the same lap time to the millisecond. That is what working with a driver can do. Oh look, Cambria is on his own in 4th. We've got a nice battle here for 5th. Ronald and the I say 5th. No. 5th. Yeah. Y20 also with a big gap to everyone, and then it's 6th. The legend, Ronald, Gareth. Who was that? Snood and DJ found his way up to past KGN, up to 10th already. Looking to make amends after that mistake. The soft runners looking at these tyres. Yeah, Woolley has been pushing quite a lot. His tyres have a lot. Look at that. Tyres have suffered massively. But he believes there's one more lap on those tyres. This is what I admire about ZFS drivers. Their sheer ability, all of them. Every single driver on the grid to just push a car to its limits. Like, drive a car with those tyres all in the red and still manage to control it, still manage to go quick. These two and 3, are going to catch up massively. Look at the difference in tyre degradation between Steve and Willie, who is full red at the moment, driving on the rim. And that gap is going down and down and down. Willie perhaps pushing a bit too hard. Perhaps staying out a bit too long. Should he have gone in that last lap on lap 6? It could also be another factor, because I know not all cars are the same on tyres. Perhaps the Corvette's pretty shit on tyres. I know the Scirocco was the one that Snipe was in. We're really staying out still. Is that like a pit lane limit? I don't know. He's not got any tyres. Classic ZFS. I'm genuinely like, huh? Like, if I look down, you lot can see those live tyres. If I was seeing that, I would be like on the phone to the pit crew. Be like, get your asses out of there. Give me some new boots. Clearly Woolley is just him. Doesn't need tyres. Tyres are optional in ZFS, it seems. So have a look at the battle for P6. Ronald has taken the legend. We missed that. Looking at up front. DJ already up to P8. Wow. On the recovery drive of the century. Let's have a look at P1, because surely we're about to see a move somewhere. Is Wheelie about to dive into the pits? No, Wheelie stays out again. Right, we'll have a look back here for the battle for P6. Well, the man that we want to be looking for is DJ here. Because again, another driver who's driving on the rims, setting 113 knots on a car with no tyres. So you can see who's off. He does graze the wall there a bit. I think I should stop spectating DJ. The commentator's curse is real tonight. Every time I've been watching this man, it just happens to be when he goes up. Yeah, listen to that. His tyres are dead. Oof, Gareth behind there into the wall. Let's have a look at that on instant replay. I'm forgetting that I have instant replay now. Just caught a little bit too much of the sand there on the inside of this corner here. Or no, it was the outside, and just lost control of the car into the barrier. So easy to do. I'm gonna be gutted with that. And the battle, I just saw P1 change. I repeat, look at this battle for P1. Steve with the better tyre degradation is gonna look round the outside. Let's go on board for this. He's sensed a gap for Woolley. Woolley defending this incredibly. Steve has had enough sitting behind Woolley. He thinks that he is quicker with that better tyre life. He is looking to make a move, but Woolley somehow pulling a 6/10 gap when they were literal millimetres away from each other. Bew Snipe very close to them as well. All of the top 3 separated by a second. Any of them going to dart in? Bew Snipe decides to go for the undercut. Get rid of those bloodshot tyres. Go onto some fresh. I believe he's going to go onto the hards. We've got our first pit stop of the night. Which camera? G. That's the one that I want. And first round, that has set off a wave. Y20 and DJ both coming into the pits. Got 3 drivers in the pits right now. the only 3 to pit. Gareth choosing to truck on with that damage. Let's have a look up front here now. Wooly and Steve separated by 5/6 tenths. We're getting points, but look at the fuel and tyres of that Corvette compared to the Citroen of Steve. Wooly perhaps has he extended it a bit too much. Will he pit now? Or is he going to go for another lap? He's not. He's darting into the pit. Our race leader darts into the pit. Your new race leader is ZFS Steve. With an absolute monstrous gap to P2 here, who also darts into the pits. Cambria coming in. Is Ronald going to... Ronald is going to stay out and be your new P2 of the race, followed by the Legend. So the hard runners here coming out to play. The Legend 27. It's a Legend 2503. I'm saying the Legend 27 like it's 2016 again. The Legend 2503 with front bumper damage. When did that occur? I can't see a drop in his pace. It must have occurred. It's occurred somewhere. Didn't have damage when I last spectated him. Oh yeah, the hard runners are going to be able to stay out a bit longer due to the nature of those hard tyres. Now, fuel saving a bit more. The Citroen definitely seems to be one of the better cars on tyres that I have seen so far. Tyres and fuel. Race leader here, ZFS Steve, darting into the pits. Now, he's still got some rubber left on his tyre compared to the other two in that fight who had nothing. So it's going to be, so perhaps has that undercut worked for, who are we looking at? It was Wooly and Bew. And yes, as I look, Bew is ahead of Wooly. The undercut has worked massively. 1.1 seconds here. Have they had that same effect on Steve? Steve coming out of the pits now. Is he going to stay ahead of these two drivers here? He's going to slot in the middle. It's neck and neck between Wooly and Steve. Steve with that inside line. Is he going to be able to stay ahead of Wooly on those fresher tyres? We're warmed up. Wooly and Steve neck and neck. Steve just managing to edge in front. So your top three from earlier has been reversed, ignoring 1, 2, 3, and 4 who are yet to pit. Your new and I'm watching this battle between the hard runners up front. Sned versus KJN. Any of them going to pit? No, they are not. They got very close. Your top three, as I was saying, have been reserved. Effectively, after the pit stops, your top three is Bew, Steve, Wooly. Wooly with a little slide there. That is going to be massive on this back straight. Absolutely massive to race time. They're going to gain 2-3 seconds due to a tiny little mistake. So easy to do, a little bit too early on the throttle. Look at the front here. It's Ronald still leading. However, he's very low on fuel. He's got 1 or 2 laps left max before he has to dart into the pits and get a change of tyres. Battle for P3 is your closest drivers on track, KJN and Snood. Actually, no, what is that behind? Is that your battle for... Oh, it's... yeah. Oof. That Cambria very close to Wooly after that little incident. Oh, Cambria, very quick driver, very consistent driver as well as Wooly. Are these going to work together? Is Cambria going to use that slipstream to go for a move into turn 1? About 4 tenths back. Not close enough yet to go for a move and make it stick. Yeah, he stays behind, plays it safe. Really does gain a bit of him in the braking, but that is negated. Back on the throttle. The gap back to 3, back to 2. Get back to 3 tenths, 4 tenths between these two. Battle for P6. Well, essentially the battle for P4 now. After right, the legend did pit. Where's he come out? He's come out in P9. Ronald, your race leader, pits. 1% fuel, dead hard. The overcut of the century, staying out as physically long as possible. KJN ran out of fuel going into the pits. Couldn't have timed that better if he tried. Your new race leader now is Snood. He has also got next to no fuel left. He has got maximum 1 lap left. The king of the fuel saving battle has been Snood 77. Let's see where he comes out. When he pits, your new race leader will miss this. 4-way battle for the lead. All these have pit. So 12.4, 15.4. So P2 to P5 separated by about 2.5 seconds. Absolutely sensational driving tonight. As we're about to reach the halfway point of the as that no that is still on. Come on, can I have the lights back? There we go, thank you. Yeah, your race leader, Snood, comes into the pits. 1% fuel. And exactly how long that Jaguar can last. So yeah, look at this battle for P1. Sure, that's got to be like P1 to P4, 1.7 seconds between them. Are any of these going to get scrapping? Or are they all going to work together to try and like drop one of them and give them a little bit of bump draft? No, we have reached the halfway point of this race. 20-minute mark, the 17th, yes, it's going to be about a 40 lap race. Going to be finished around 10 o'clock. So I know most of you are staying up after your bedtime to watch this. I can't blame you, I would do the same. Because look at this, 9 tenths separating the top 3. Cambria very close to Woolley there. Woolley is gaining though. That gap staying around the 3/4 tenth mark. Just out of the realm to start thinking about an overtake. Safest bet for an overtake is 0.25 seconds, I've read. Oh, we missed that. ZFS Steve takes the lead of the race with an absolutely stunning move on Boo Snipe. Let's watch that instant replay. Down the inside. Makes it stick into P1. What a move! ZF Steve is your new race leader. Well, after we've seen one overtake, Boo Snipe is going to be looking to get that position back. Woolley, inches, millimetres away from Boo's car there. How contact wasn't made is beyond me. Yeah, that Citroen is absolutely... not Citroen. Yeah, Coheed Cambria takes P3 off Woolley. As I was saying, Woolley's Corvette, the tyres on this are just horrendous. Woolley looking for the switchback. We're back into P3, around the outside. However, is Cambria is going to see a gap. He's going to be able to make it stick. They're neck and neck going onto the bridge. Cambria is ahead, but only by slightly. Is going to be able to make it stick. See, yeah, Cambria up to P3. Well, that was a wicked overtake. Have I managed to time this right? Yes, I couldn't have done that better myself. Oh my god, I am the king of the replay. So yeah, Whaley goes wide after taking Cambria. Cambria down the inside, neck and neck, drag race to the next corner. Look at that. Round the outside of Whaley to take third position off his hands. Hats off. It's been one of the best races I've ever seen. And I know I say that after every single ZFS race. But look at that. Cambria and Bew Snipe, the two Suzuki Swifts. Bumper to bumper. Cambria going to look up the inside of his teammate. Is he able to make it stick? Yes, he is. Cambria up into P2. Absolutely sensational driving from the Brits. I'm absolutely abusing this instant replay button. I went a little, I didn't go far enough back. I'll try the next key over, that might work. Yes, perfect. Darts down the inside of his teammate. Late on the brakes. Perfect on the throttle. Textbook turn one overtake. Absolutely phenomenal driving tonight. And Cambria from 4th to 2nd in 2 laps. And he's now chasing the leader. Steve, after all this battling, has been able to pull a 2.7 gap, so 2.7 second gap to the rest of the pack, but that is coming down and down and down. Kogi Cambria looking to make amends, but so is Bew Snipe. He's going to give his teammate a little bit of bump draft. Also wanting to catch ZFS Steve, and that has worked. That's shaved about 5 tenths from the gap. That little bottom slap that he gave to his teammate, propelling him forwards, basically giving them double slipstream. And yeah, look, them working together, and you notice that gap between P2 and P3 could be down and down and down. Woolley is getting dropped due to the Corvette's horrendous tyres. I first thought it was because Woolley was pushing a little bit too hard at the start of this race. But no, the Corvette's tyres are just horrendous. However, Woolley is definitely able to drive a car on its rims. Yeah, look at how far ahead this leading pack is. 15 seconds, that's basically a pit stop between Woolley and P4. And run off, almost thought that the room went there. But no, just a massive lag spike. Has that caused any little bit of barrier or some server issues here? Hopefully, it's not client side. Yeah. Legend 27 and DJ 6 and 7. Who would have predicted that? Kenobi in the pits. And I'll keep. Where is yeah, DJ in 7th position after that crash. Definitely not the P1 that we predicted him tonight. Still with front damage. Perhaps was that from earlier? Has he? I don't notice a substantial drop in lap time. But might have been from his incident earlier and he just didn't repair it. Which I don't see why, but KJN without the damage looking at the times, yeah. Oh, 15 last lap. That could have been it. Is he going to dart into the pits to repair that damage? So it's costing him a lot. No, he's not. Is KJN going to be able to make a move into P7? He's looking up the inside of DJ. Who is going to be last on the brakes? It's KJN. Has he made it stick? Yes, he has. Very nice move into Turn 1, if I do say so myself. Up into P7 for the Brit. DJ down into P8. Having a race to forget tonight. We all have those races. Those races where you just wish that you never turned up. So Steve's gap has increased to 4 seconds as he does come into the pits out of fuel. And so does Cambria for his second pit stop. And Wheelie, it's Boo who stays out, going for an overcut on these drivers in the battle for P1. P2, 3 and 4. Steve, Cambria and Woolley all going for the undercut. Boo decided to stay out. Makes me interested to see how this carries on. This will be their final pit stop. Yes, a 2-stop race. That does sound about right. Also, Legend 27. It is not the Legend 27. This is not League of Legends. The Legend 2503. We'll just call him Legend because I'm gonna get the numbers wrong regardless. 1:11.3, fastest lap of the race. Very nice. Where have the leading pack come out? Steve is ahead of Cambria, but not by his 4-second margin that he had before. He's taken a lot more fuel than Cambria, taking advantage of that gap to overfuel. That's going to allow him to push a lot harder. Not going to have to fuel save as hard as his competitors. Really at the back of them three, P11, with a 4-second gap to Cambria. Again, taking a lot more fuel. He knows that Corvette is terrible on tyres. But we'll be able to see. See, all pitted at the exact same time, except from Boo. Boo going out again, going for a 2-lap overcut. But look at how little fuel he's got. Has he done this correct? Has he left it a bit too late? He's got about half a lap to go. He should have enough fuel to make it to the pits. That might just be my eyes deceiving me, but yeah, even if he was to run out now, I'd be able to trickle into the pits. That's got to be like 1%. So yeah, he does come into the pits. Yeah, 1%. Bang on. Maths genius. Let's go. Boom. So, where will Boo come out compared to everyone who undercut him? Has the undercut worked? Has the overcut worked? Boo was P3 behind Cambria. They were working to catch Steve. Just get a nice look at that Suzuki Sport. KJ and also paying. Snipe decided to fuel to 72%, opting the route that Cambria did, his teammate, which is underfueling. And yes, they have come out roughly equal. The undercut has seemed to work. These two Suzuki Swifts seem to be just underfueled a bit more than really purple sector 1, pushing that Corvette to its absolute limits. That is why he fueled to 100%. He's gone sod fuel saving. That's for losers. Watch this. Flat out. hoping to catch them up. Also, Steve did the same thing. He had a 4-second gap. He knew he could afford to take a bit more fuel, not have to fuel save as much, and still have that gap ahead there. And yeah, he has pulled on the two Suzuki Swifts about a 2.3 second gap. 2 second gaps to Snood again, who is staying out quite late, as he's made a habit of doing this race. Never been able to make the overcut work on his competitors. If it's not working, he wouldn't be doing it so often. The sounds of those the engine sounds in this game get a lot of rep, and not necessarily for the best reasons. Some people don't really like them. I am one of the fair few people who actually absolutely love the engine sounds of Gran Turismo, especially whenever you're in cockpit. I mean, listen to that. You can hear the aggression of these cars. Which, yep, Snood comes into the pits in that Jaguar. Boost Knight with the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:11.109. As he has caught up to Steve tremendously. That gap that was once 2 seconds up, 2 seconds, has came down to a 4/10 gap. And he's gaining. He is flying out there on that lighter Suzuki. However, this may cost him at the end of the race. He did stay out longer, so he's taken roughly the same amount of fuel. However, if he knows if he pushes too hard now, he's going to have to fuel save a lot harder as he goes. Oh my goodness! How on earth did he see a gap there? But Steve is not taking that for an answer. Steve gonna look up the inside into turn 1. Or the outside. Is he gonna be able to make an outside move stick? It's gonna be around the outside. Snipe is ahead. However, Steve looking to retaliate that. And neck. Steve not able to snipe into P1. Let's take a look at that overtake, because that was honestly one of the best overtakes I have ever seen. That just found a gap out of nowhere. Oh, goes wide. Sees it up the inside, sends it on Steve. Manages to avoid contact, keeps it ahead. Little bump there, nothing major, as Steve enters the slipstream. Superb driving from the American. God, I love it. How do I... Come on, get out of the replay. There we go. God, I love this series. You don't see racing like this anywhere else. ZFS racing is the dictionary definition of criminally underrated. Look at this. This race has been absolute. This is a 5-way battle for the lead. Is that the legend? No, there's 4. I can't count. Wait, are they coming to lap someone? No, that is 4 cars. I am just unable to count a 4-way battle for the lead. You can't blink watching this. I try and look further back to see if there's any battles further back, because I don't want to just be looking up front. I want to give everyone, like, in an ideal world, everyone would get equal screen time on the stream. However, the racing is just so good. You can't blink watching it. Like, I'm gonna just look back. So we've got Legend in P5. I missed P6. Ronald in P6. KJN in P7. DJ in P8. I can't click buttons correctly. Gareth in P9. Snood P10 with a 5-second penalty. Y20 in 11th. And Kenobi in 3rd. 12th. B Snipe, the fastest lap of the race, a 1:10, 8:55, breaking into the 1:10s. This man, he's taken P1 off Steve, and he's just like, alright, see you, mate. Pushing that Suzuki to its absolute limits. Only 4 laps left. He's calculated the amount of fuel that he needs perfectly. Provided that nothing goes wrong, if he keeps this pace. Look, I'm genuinely speechless watching this man. Look at how much he is. That gap is going up. He's taken P1, and it's just pulled 2 seconds out of his arse. Oh my word. Steve, Wheelie and Cambria, they're not going slow. They are not 112. 112.1s are not bad lap times here. But Bew just saying 110s, 111s consistently. Building that gap more and more and more. Boo is an absolutely excellent driver, I've noticed, but he seemed to be having absolutely horrible luck the past 2 races at Nürburgring. We come to the States, it's his home Grand Prix. He is just absolutely excelled tonight. Sticking with that leading pack, go for a ballsy overtake into P1. And has managed to pull a 4-second gap onto Steve. So yeah, the pack's spreading out a bit into the final quarters of this race. As we've got 3 laps remaining. Yeah, 3 laps. About 4 minutes until the checkered flag. And this race has absolutely flown by, as it always does. I can't wait to see what the rest of this season has to offer. DJ, the man who has look at those times. They are equal to what the front lot have been setting. It's just he's been getting penalties, he's been having crashes. DJ, incredibly unlucky. However, still incredibly quick. He's definitely put the practice in. He is not one to discount for this championship. One bad race means nothing. He's still been driving absolutely phenomenally. Good. He's been driving good. I'm gonna stop using the big words because I can't pronounce them for the life of me. Yeah, DJ and the Legend, 8th and 5th. You would not expect that from the predictions and from the past race results. This is ZFS. So we're on to the penultimate. That gap just getting bigger and bigger, up to a 5.5 second gap as we start the last lap of the race on dead softs. we're going to spend this on board with what will absolutely be, provided that he doesn't crash this lap, your race winner tonight, View Sniper 094. The strategical mastermind, the perfect overcut. You would not think that an overcut, it's usually, everyone talks about a good undercut, where you pit really early and manage to get out. Not this man. He's done the opposite, staying 2 whole laps out extra than the rest of the people that he was fighting. Manages to commit to it. One of the greatest overtakes I've ever seen while commentating. Into P1 here. Just a few laps to go. Round the final corner. Onto the straight. After a wicked battle for P1, View Snipe 094 wins here at Grand Valley for round 3 of ZFS World Series Season 4. Is a race winner in ZFS. Steve comes home to take P3, Whaley P2, Whaley P3, Cambria P4. The legend, not too far back actually. I did not know that he came alive on those soft tyres. Maybe if it was just like 10 laps later, 10 laps longer, if we had like a 45 lap race, we could have seen the legend in contention for a win tonight. However, P5 is still a wicked result. Ronald, he was predicted 13th, but he came 6th. That is going to be wicked for his credits. KJN 8th. DJ 8th, Gareth 9th, Snood 10th, Y20 11th, and Kenobi in the pits, retiring after lap 14. I'm genuinely speechless after this. That was honestly one of the best races I've ever seen. But that's all from me tonight. It's been a pleasure streaming. And I wish you all the best of nights. Good night.